microphone around to you.
Hey Raylen, what does it mean to you to carry on the tradition of LPU, one of the most historic linebacking corps in all of college football at Georgia?
It means a lot, but we try not to use that in the linebacker room. We try to prove that on the field. So that's the main thing. We just try to prove what we are. We don't say it too much.
Raylen, feels like every week we got somebody talking about Elijah Griffin. What have you seen playing from behind him so far?
He's going to be a dude. I feel like our whole defensive line unit is going to be good this year. And EG is a young guy that's showing flashes in the spring, and I feel like he's going to do good for us.
Raylen, to follow up on defensive line, when we were at Media Day, CJ said he felt like that entire defensive line could really surprise some people. What have you seen from that entire room just this offseason as they get ready for the start of fall camp?
I've seen a lot of them taking everything in that the D-line coach is asking of them and just getting better every day with technique and just everything.
We hear a lot about Kirby over here. We hear a lot about the Kirby on the microphone stories. Obviously, I'm sure you've experienced plenty of that. All the players seem to. Do you think that's effective? And as you go deeper into your career, do you look forward to that does it keep the practices going? Is that something you guys, I don't want to say almost get a kick out of, but I mean, sometimes I've heard he says some stuff that can be kind of funny.
And I feel like he just keeps the fire in practice. He brings it, especially if nobody has it, the fire. He know he's going to come with it every day, so he better come with some fire out here.
We've heard a lot from the guys at Media Day, the guys at Media Day and Kirby about fire, passion, energy. What have you seen this offseason around the building and with the guys that's kind of different maybe than this time a year ago?
I feel like everybody's more bought in to the fire, passion, energy thing because I feel like nowadays college football, mostly like people care more about money. And here we make sure that's not the biggest issue. Like we focus on the passion and the love for the game.
Kirby talked to us. This is going into year 10 for him, and he also mentioned that it's only been 20 years since two-a-days were a common thing this time of year. I wonder, does he ever talk to you guys in the line of back in my day story about when he was a player? Yeah. And are you guys receptive to that kind of thing?
Yeah, he's talked to us multiple times about the stuff they used to do back in the day, and it's just basically puts it like it's a new day, and basically you can't do stuff like that anymore. And it was taxing on their bodies back then.
Yeah, Raylen, how would you describe, I guess, the various skill sets you guys have in this linebacker room? CJ saw a little bit of Chris last year, Justin Williams, they got the freshman. How would you describe just the various things each one of you guys brings to that linebacker group?
Everybody's relentless, and everybody leads in their own way, but we're all focusing on being vocal with the whole defense and communicating post play and before the play even happens. So I feel like we're just getting better at that every day.
Yeah, the offense has talked a lot about improving the run game. How have you seen them go about trying to do that in practice so far, and obviously not during fall camp, but during the offseason?
Yeah, I feel like we did more run game, just like technique stuff for the O-line and D-line. Like they did less running and more like hands-on-hand stuff. I feel like we're going to see a good leap from last year.
Can you just tell me a little bit about the LPU Olympics you guys just had with Coach Schumann, and just how you guys bond as a group and how do you feel like you did?
Well, in our group, in our room specifically, we're a family, and it's just the whole team. We're a family inside of a bigger family. I feel like it's just friendly competition with different games. Like we played ping pong, darts, NCAA, just different games, just friendly competition before we actually get into competition here.
What did you excel at?
NCAA. I lost in ping pong and darts. That was my first time playing both of them.
Raylen, you were saying most people care about money, but it's not the biggest issue for you guys. You get a revenue share now. How much do you care about the money on your end?
On my end, I came in not caring about the money. We didn't talk about money before I came here. I was just focused on development, then the bigger thing after this.
You guys get this camp coming up. It's going to be hot. You're going to get, how tired do you get of those offensive linemen? And we talk about the fire and passion energies. Does it ever boil over? And can that be a good thing sometimes if the guys block into the echo with a whistle?
Yeah, it can be a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. Like you still want to have fire, but you want to control that fire. So that's the main thing, controlling how much passion. Like you don't want to be fighting out there. You don't want that.
Yeah, Kirby was saying it's not necessarily about the rushing yards allowed by the defense, but it's the efficiency, it's the yards per carry, that kind of stuff. I guess, what are the benchmarks, I guess, y'all try to hit, and then what steps have y'all taken as a defense to get better at defending the run this offseason?
Mostly, the main thing, the problem last year was just execution, basically. I feel like we're getting better at executing stuff. Then that's what the fall camp is about, just getting better at that day by day. Tackling, execution of the play call, and turnovers. That's our main focus.
Yeah, what have you seen this offseason from Gunnar and Ryan and how they've gone about leading the team but also getting better and improving as quarterbacks?
I feel like they try to get better every day, just like being more vocal with everybody, knowing the checks, what to check to when they see, oh, the defense about to do something different. Like it's just something they getting better at every day at their position.
Raylen, Coach Smart was in here talking about Oscar and how much work and the way he worked this offseason and how that stood out. One, what have you seen from what Oscar has done? And two, how hard is it as a linebacker to cover a guy with the skill set of a guy like Oscar?
Shoot, all our tight ends are pretty hard to cover, but you don't get better just not covering them. I mean, we got to cover them, so shit. I mean, it's not that hard, but it's hard. And sometimes it can be hard, sometimes it can be easy, because they're good. They're good players.
What did you see from Oscar just this offseason?
Oscar, shoot, he was going hard in the weight room all season. I feel like I've seen a lot of improvement in the weight room, just going heavy weight. Like, we be competing in the weight room, seeing who can do the most weight on different stuff. And you see him going up in weight, like, I'm finna go up in weight if he doing more than me. And that's just how it goes.
You guys competing in the weight room. We also saw you guys running the stadium steps, and you're wearing the GPS trackers. So we have definitive proof. Who's the fastest linebacker in that room?
I can't tell you. I ain't gonna lie. We all pretty fast in there. Everybody moving. Shoot, y'all just gonna have to see.
I'm wondering about the transfer from Army LO, I guess. How did he come in from a conditioning and a mental standpoint? I mean, we know how tough your training is. Obviously, Army has pretty good training too at West Point. How did he fit in, and what's that adjustment been like, seeing him come in and work out with you guys side by side?
I feel like he fits in pretty good, because it's like he brings another aspect from across the country, like just discipline on the D-line. I feel like we're a little bit undisciplined last year on third when it came to third down, just jumping off sides and stuff like that. I feel like he's going to bring another aspect of discipline to everybody on the D-line.
Got time for one more question?
Raylen, you talked about the NCAA video game right over here. You talked about the NCAA video game. You're an 81 overall. Do you think that's fair? And what do you think your end goal would be by the end of the season?
Sure. I really try not to focus on all of that, because it's like, I mean, it's a game, basically. I really try to focus on my game on the field instead of on the video game. But it's cool. I don't really care.
Thank you, Raylen.
Thanks, Raylen.